Savage Arms has unleashed a lineup of rifles this year that blends innovation, precision, and rugged design. You could be a hunter or a precision shooter. Either way, there's something here to get excited about. Today we'll talk about 7 incredible new Savage rifles showcased at SHOT Show 2025. From the timeless appeal of the Revel Classic to the cutting-edge performance of the 110 Ultralite Elite in 7mm Backcountry. And no, before you start wondering, Savage didn't sponsor this video. We're just fans sharing the love with other fans. Without further ado, you've got to check out the new Revel Classic if you're hunting for a lever-action rimfire that merges timeless style with modern performance. It's designed with a contoured walnut stock that feels comfortable in your hands and looks like it belongs in a display case, but it's built for real use in the field. You can take it apart quickly, which makes it easy to toss in a backpack or stow away when you're traveling, and you'll notice it doesn't add much weight to your load. It runs off a tubular magazine, so you won't run out of shots when you're just having fun or going after small game. The smooth lever action stays reliable, and the trigger feels crisp enough to let you put shots exactly where you want them. You'll probably appreciate the small details. The lever loop is sized generously for quick operation, even if you're wearing gloves or have big hands. The stock carries a satin finish that shows off the natural beauty of the walnut, while the barrel's carbon steel profile delivers consistent accuracy session after session. The receiver is drilled and tapped in case you ever want to throw on a scope, but the iron sights work great right out of the box. You'll probably find it perfect for casual target shooting, small game hunting, or even as a gorgeous display piece. It's the sort of rifle that tells everyone you appreciate both heritage and forward-thinking engineering, because it's far from old-fashioned under the hood. Savage is offering the Revel Classic in 22 LR right away, with 22 WMR and 17 HMR versions, expected in the spring of 2025. The MSRP at $439 makes it a really attractive option if you want a traditional lever gun without going broke. The new 110 Timberline in 7mm Backcountry is for big game hunting in places where you need a lot of stopping power but want a package that won't weigh you down. Let's talk about the 7mm Backcountry real quick. It's a brand new rifle cartridge engineered to deliver Magnum-level performance in a more compact form factor, making it ideal for hunters navigating challenging terrains. Utilizing Federal's innovative PEAK alloy steel case, this cartridge operates at an impressive pressure of 80,000 pounds per square inch, enabling it to achieve remarkable ballistic performance. When paired with a 20-inch barrel, the 7mm Backcountry propels a 170-grain bullet at a muzzle velocity of approximately 3,000 feet per second, FPS. This results in a muzzle energy of around 3,395 foot-pounds. At extended ranges, the cartridge maintains its energy efficiently. For instance, at 500 yards, a 170-grain bullet retains a velocity of about 2,200 feet per second, delivering an energy of approximately 1,800 foot-pounds. This combination of high velocity and retained energy ensures effective performance on medium to large game animals at long distances. The 7mm Backcountry's design allows it to achieve these impressive ballistics from shorter barrels, enhancing maneuverability without compromising performance. This makes it a compelling choice for backcountry hunters seeking a powerful yet portable solution. Savage has done a great job pairing that round with the tried-and-true 110 action, so you know you're getting a platform that's been refined for decades. The rifle is built to survive harsh conditions. It has a tough stock and finishes that shrug off bad weather, plus the option for a left-handed configuration if you need it. You'll probably notice the AccuTrigger again, which is a mainstay in many Savage rifles because it lets you fine-tune your trigger pull for more precise shots. If you're taking long-range tries on game, you want a trigger that breaks exactly when you decide, and this one delivers. Because it's priced at $1,279, it sits in the middle of Savage's new lineup, giving you advanced performance without the higher cost of something like the Ultralite Elite. You still get a Cerakote finish and a design that handles recoil well. For big game hunts where you're up against unpredictable weather or tricky terrain, you'll see the advantage of having a robust rifle that doesn't require babying. That 7mm Backcountry cartridge has the speed and energy you want for tags that could include elk or mountain deer, so you'll feel confident that your rifle is up to the challenge. You might already be familiar with Savage's 110 lineup, But this PPR model turns heads if you're the sort of shooter who demands a lot from a bolt action. It's designed for hunters who value consistent accuracy, especially when the shots start getting stretched past normal ranges. The PPR uses a Gaibo Phoenix 2 stock that stays rigid without piling on unnecessary weight. That stock includes a handy adjustable cheek piece so your eye lines up perfectly with your optic, and you can secure it in place so it won't shift around while you're hiking or crawling through the brush. You'll also have quick detach points for a sling, which means you won't be fumbling if you want to carry it one day and go without it the next. You'll probably take note of the 20-inch proof research barrel chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. It's wrapped in carbon fiber, so it stays light, and you can add a suppressor or brake since it's threaded. You'll get sub-MOA accuracy out of the box, and once you dial in your ballistic data, hitting steel plates beyond 600 yards becomes a realistic expectation. It also helps that the 110 action has been smoothed out for this model, making it cycle effortlessly. Savage's AccuTrigger is another big selling point, letting you set your preferred pull weight with confidence. You won't deal with creep or unpredictability, so each shot breaks when you decide. The rifle feeds from an AICS-style magazine, giving you straightforward loading and a simple way to swap mags in poor light or when you're out on extended hunts. Priced at $2,399 MSRP, it's definitely not in the bargain category, but you're getting a rifle that handles like a custom piece. You've likely come across the Mark II series before because it's one of Savage's most popular rimfires. Now there's a twist. They've chambered it in the brand new 21 Sharp from Winchester. The whole idea is to offer a hotter rimfire cartridge that stays in the same ballpark as 22 LR in terms of size, but pushes velocity a bit further. If you live in an area with lead restrictions, you'll appreciate that Winchester plans to have copper matrix loads available. You'll see reliable groupings at 25 yards, often getting clusters that fit inside a 1/4 inch if the conditions are right. That might sound perfect for knocking down small pests or ringing steel at close range. If you want to stretch to 75 or 100 yards, you may need to experiment with different loads or a different scope to find the sweet spot. Because 21 Sharp is still quite new on the market, and the rifle's barrel harmonics might require a little tinkering. It's not an instant match for long-range precision, but there's potential for good accuracy if you're willing to dial everything in. You'll how light it is if you're carrying it around all day. If you've always been a rimfire enthusiast, this new caliber might spark your interest enough to give it a shot. No pun intended. As for pricing, the Mark II F in 21 Sharp starts at an MSRP of $269, which is a budget-friendly entry point if you're curious about testing a new rimfire round. You might find it especially fun for casual plinking because it has the classic look and feel of a Mark II, but with a modern twist in the ammunition department. You're getting a streamlined, weather-resistant hunting rifle with the 110 Trailhunter Lite, which is a lighter version of the original 110 Trailhunter, now chambered in the powerful 7mm Backcountry. It's built for backcountry treks, so it's been trimmed down in all the right places without sacrificing the performance Savage is famous for. You'll see a carbon steel barrel that's fluted to remove extra weight, but still large enough to accept a suppressor or brake, because it's threaded at 5/8 by 24. That means you can run your favorite muzzle device or quiet it down if you prefer. The 110 action remains at the heart of this rifle, and that's a big reason why it's so dependable. You also get a user-adjustable AccuTrigger, which makes it easy for you to dial in your preferred pull. The addition of the Hogue overmold stock is a huge advantage if you're hunting in damp or slippery conditions because the rubber coating helps maintain a firm grip. It's also comfortable if you're in the field all day, and that can matter more than you'd think. Cerakote on the barreled action keeps rust at bay and holds up well against scratches. The rifle uses a standard box magazine, so you can load and unload quickly without messing around. If you're on extended hunts, you'll notice that the lighter profile barrel and refined design make it easier to haul around in rugged country. You're not going to feel like you're dragging a boat anchor through thick brush. The 110 Trailhunter Lite has a suggested retail price of $669, which is pretty reasonable for a hunting rifle that's been geared towards serious adventurers. You'll appreciate the new version 110 Ultralite Elite in 7mm Backcountry if you want a high-end rifle that prioritizes accuracy, minimal weight, and stopping power. Savage teamed up with Proof Research for the carbon fiber wrapped barrel, and that alone sets the tone for this rifle's capabilities. You're not lugging around something heavy, yet you still get the stiffness and performance you'd expect from a more robust barrel. They also opted for an omniport muzzle brake and standard threading, so you can throw on a suppressor if you want to cut down on noise or muzzle rise. The partnership with MDT didn't stop at minor details. They used a magnesium carbon fiber stock that folds for easy transport, and it has AR pattern grip compatibility. You can fine-tune the length of pull and cheek height, so the rifle fits you rather than forcing you to adapt. The action is coated with a finish that resists corrosion while keeping weight to a minimum. The bolt has a distinct diamond pattern that looks sharp, and the carbon fiber knob reduces overall mass. This model also comes with a 20 MOA rail attached, which is something you'll appreciate if you plan on mounting higher-end optics and pushing your shots further. The AICS-compatible mags let you choose capacities from flush fit to 10 rounds, so you can set it up for different scenarios. The AccuTrigger remains adjustable, making it pretty easy to find that perfect breakpoint. MSRP is steep, $3,299, but you can tell this rifle aims for serious shooters who need high performance in a lightweight platform. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you're trekking across mountains or planning hunts in remote terrain, you might see the value in investing in a build that's engineered to excel in challenging conditions. And lastly, let's talk about the new Axis 2 Pro. Savage's Axis series is known for being wallet-friendly, but the new Axis 2 Pro steps up the game by offering things like the AccuTrigger and an upgraded stock design. You can adjust the trigger pull until you find the sweet spot, which is really helpful when you're trying to squeeze every bit of precision out of a budget-minded rifle. Savage has included Cerakote finishes and their signature camo patterns, so you can choose a version that suits your style or environment. The redesigned bolt head offers better clearance for a scope, which keeps everything in harmony when you're trying to set up your optic. You also get some nice ergonomic touches, like a more vertical grip that feels comfortable if you're in a prone position at the range or out in the field. If you like to personalize your rifles, you'll appreciate how easily you can swap out the stock since it's held in place with just 2 screws. This rifle might surprise you when you see the groups it produces, because Savage has a reputation for out-of-the-box accuracy. The Axis 2 Pro is no exception, especially once you've had the chance to break in the barrel. It comes in a variety of calibers and even has left-handed options, so it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all approach. If you're someone who wants a do-it-all rifle, maybe for a bit of hunting or range work, this could be the perfect compromise of cost, features, and real-world performance, especially considering its MSRP of just $599. And that's going to do it for this video. Let us know in the comments which of these new Savage rifles caught your eye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure to click the bell icon so you don't miss future updates. Stay sharp, stay ready, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.